in, like just telling a little bit about yourself. Like, do you work or do you have, kids? A little bit more about you.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so I'm 38 years old. I'm a mom of two. One is a 2-year old and a 6-year old. I work full time from home. It's an office job. So yeah, so it's a busy schedule for me.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And how old are your kids right now? They're little,
Um,
right?
the little one is 2 years old. He's a pandemic baby, so I had him during the pandemic. And then my daughter is 6 years old, so she's in grade one. Yeah,
Okay, awesome. Yeah, two little ones and a dog and
yeah.
husband.
Oh yeah. So
Awesome.
yeah, dog is like 3 kids. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, so cute. Okay, well, why don't we talk about first, maybe before you started in my program, maybe a little bit more about the biggest struggles you had before you started working with me and how were feeling back then?
Yeah. So I was pretty much lost. Like I had my for after the first one, I lost the weight. That's where I met Eliza. Like we were like in Orange Theory, and then when I had the second kid, it was during pandemic. We were all in lockdown pretty much. Kind of like I couldn't go to the gym because of the baby. I didn't want to put him in like any health concerns, and I gained a lot of weight. The second one was just, and I couldn't get it off because it was just. I was at my highest I've ever been, like over 200 pounds, and I've never been over 200 pounds. And what comes with that was like a lot of pain. Like I was in a lot of pain. I had high cholesterol, my sugar was high, my knees hurted, my back hurted. I had sciatica nerve pain. So anytime I would try to even do exercise or anything, all of a sudden like my nerve pain would go all the way from my leg to my back. I was feeling hopeless. And then meeting other moms at school when I would drop off my kid, they were like, well, I would be like, yeah, I still have to get rid of my baby weight that I put on. They'd be like, well, you know what? This is your new body. This is you. This is your new body. And they were just, I felt so discouraged. Then I was like, no, I don't want this to be my new body. But yeah, so I was feeling hopeless, lack of confidence. Um, just, yeah, in a lot of, just lost. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Yeah.
Yeah. So it sounds like you were struggling in like multiple areas in your life because of that weight gain.
Oh, yeah. It was nothing like I've ever experienced before. That's why I think I was shocked, lost. Before I would gain like 10, 20 pounds. I could lose it because but this time I was carrying like almost like 50, 60 pounds overweight. So it's like imagine actually physically carrying 50, 60 pounds. It's like a six-year old child you're carrying on you at all times. So it was even it was so hard to even do anything, like anything. So I was just like, okay, maybe this is my new normal. Like, is this my life, my body forever? So I was like pretty hopeless. Yeah.
Yeah. And so you know what? So many people feel the same way where they feel like, well, this is just what happens when you become a parent or when you become older. Like, this is just how things are going to be. So that's so awesome that you were actually like seeing that there could be a change for you and, your lifestyle. So, my program is all online.
Yeah.
And instead of just working with, like in a gym, you just work on fitness with a personal trainer. In my program, we focus more on all aspects. So we focus on fitness, we work on nutrition, we work on your mindset, and we work on the accountability. So, how did all of the different pillars of my program help you along with your journey?
I think being a mom and working full time, I think your online program just was really helpful as in convenience. So I could like watch your videos any time of the day, even if you're going live, but I could still replay them. The app, the Revamp app, I would just constantly go on it, and you could keep going back and forth to see like, okay, so maybe I missed yesterday this exercise, I could incorporate this next day. So I loved how you could kind of fit it in with your schedule, because sometimes if I was at the gym, because I would go to the gym at 8:30, 9 at nighttime after putting the kids to sleep, and the gym closed at 10. So sometimes, like, by the time I finished my cardio, I didn't have enough time to do floor exercise. So I'd be like, okay, let me do this now, and then I will do a few of the floor exercises at home. So I think that flexibility for me and anyone who has like a very busy schedule was amazing. Like, I loved it. And the convenience of you just clicking you on Facebook and be like, hey, Eliza, if I had a question or anything, you were always there to help me answer it. So it's like you were physically not there, but you were always there physically through technology. So that was a good thing. Yeah, I loved it. It worked out awesome for my lifestyle. Yeah.
Yeah, and I know there was a couple times where you were, and this was so common with everybody, maybe freaking out that, oh my gosh, I missed a workout, or I had a birthday, or the kids got sick, or I missed last week because I went away here. And how did having an online trainer help you through those life events that come up?
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up, because when I tried to work out before, and I would have these things like I would fall off. I would say, like, all of a sudden I'm going strong for like a few days, then all of a sudden the birthday party came, or I had a really stressful day. I just binged on some fast food or anything. I would be like, okay, now it's over. Like, now I have to start from scratch again. But I remember doing that a few times. I'd be like, Eliza, I just fell off. Like, I just had a very stressful day. I just like binged on all this chocolate pasta or something. Then you would calm me down and be like, listen, this really stayed with me every time I did that. You would say every day is a new day. So I went by that motto, and every time that happened, you never judged me. You always like were there to support me. Like, it's okay, it happened, everybody does it. So I felt really supported. It gave me like confidence. Before I'd be like, oh man, I'm not going to be able to do that. But you just supported me, gave me that push again, be like, okay, tomorrow we're going to do a fresh start. And I'd be like, okay, actually, yeah, so I didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, it happened, but we're going to learn from this. And next day we're going to push, just because I messaged you and you would push me to that extent. Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you.
So what happens with a lot of people, even myself before, is we end up with this all or nothing mentality where we feel like we have to be so perfect in our fitness routine or our nutrition. And any time we fall off, like we have a week where we skipped all of our workouts, or maybe we binge ate, or we had a lot of holidays over the weekend, we tend to feel like we failed. And you usually get into your mind, there's a lot of mind drama, and you end up quitting because you feel like you failed. So when you came to me with all these problems, I was kind of just like, so what? Let's eat healthier tomorrow, like, oh, so what? Like, you skipped last week, you can still work out this week. So I want to be able to teach people that, you don't have to go all in or nothing. This is a whole lifestyle change. So when all of these things come up, don't worry about it. You just keep going, because we want to think long term in our health journey, rather than, okay, in 2 months I have to be absolutely perfect or else I failed. There's no such thing as failure when you're working on bettering your lifestyle, right?
And exactly, like, just like you put it, like, you were so like motivating. You weren't judging, because sometimes, like, if you get a trainer or something and you tell them that you cheated, you're scared they might be like, oh, okay, now you're gonna get punished. You were like, it's okay, like, it happens, and you understood, which made me feel okay to share that with you all the time. And because you're a mom yourself, like, things could be stressful with children and people's lifestyle. So you really understood my lifestyle, and which I really respected. So that was the great thing, about that.
Yeah, awesome. So my program was a little bit different, where I tend to do a lot of mindset trainings, where most of the time people think as personal trainers as only fitness. And I really focus on giving you guys lessons. Like, I do full lessons on how to shift your mindset when it comes to losing weight. How did those lessons help you in your journey?
You know what? Your videos came at a right time. So I feel like when I would watch those live videos every week, they would be at a point where they would make sense in my journey. So something like those inner focus, outer focus, all those. And then when the equation came, can't remember the exact equation, but like when I did my total and I was like, okay, you know what, I'm putting only this much percentage while I thought I was doing more, then you realize like all these things. So it was actually a huge eye opener. And I think they were motivational because half of the time those videos were like I was thinking those things or I had those questions and you answered them. And again, they were motivating. Everything I learned in those, it was more like explaining about my life journey than that temporary weight loss thing. So I think that's where it was different from other videos you see online or anything, because they only tell you like, oh, lose 20 pounds. Yours was like changing your whole lifestyle. And that's what I actually, this time, like last time I lost the weight after the first baby, but this time it's more like really changing my lifestyle and having that for my full family. So that's what those videos did for me. So yeah, so it was really motivating.
Good. Yay, I'm glad. Um, okay, so you were feeling before you came on with me, you felt like you're struggling, you had work, you had kids, everything, you felt like it was affecting so many areas in your life. So why don't you tell us now, maybe like your biggest wins coming out of the program or your results or how you're feeling now?
Yeah, so before, as I told you, I couldn't even walk for a long time. My knees would hurt. And now my biggest win is like I never even thought about this like in January, beginning of January, I wouldn't even think about it. But now I did a 10-kilometer Sunrun marathon and I actually jogged the whole way because yeah, so I jogged. I was just like find my pace and just go for it. And I was like, I'm not going to stop. Like, I'm just going to go to that finish line. This is my first. And this, it was kind of like, this program taught me so much. It was kind of my last, it was actually the last day of the program too, pretty much. So it was my last way to, how do I put it, to show that like I can do this. So it was my inner confidence that came back. So I did that. That was my biggest win. Now I could go to the playground and play with my kids. Before I couldn't even like walk, so forget climbing the slide or whatever. I could run around with my kids, just enjoying life, enjoying clothes. Like before I was like hiding myself and didn't want to go out. Now I'm actually dressing up again. The confidence and hope has just gone up. Like I'm like I could do this. And those are all the wins. Like, and I could tell my family is feeling the difference. Before I'd be like, you know, like kind of more like frustrated all the time. Now I'm just happy. I'm happy all the time. Good mood. Yeah, these are all wins, and I know I'm going to keep going. And then even after the program, I lost another pound. So I'm looking for, and I sticking with the whole program. I'm almost out of the 200. So I went from 223.8 to 202. So I am almost out of the 200s, and I'm looking for the summer to be, yeah, like hopefully 190, 180s, and then just keep going down and get my original body back. So yeah, so that's what we're planning.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. I'm so excited for you. And like the thing about my program is I teach you how to do things that you can implement after the program so you can keep going with your journey. So I'm really excited for you. So
Thank
I have a
you.
couple people who are maybe on the fence about joining the program or they're thinking about it, but they're just too maybe scared to take that leap. So what would you tell those people who are maybe on the fence about joining the transformation program?
I would tell them like this program is great. Like for someone like me who has like I'm working full time, I have 2 kids, thinking I would not have time, but then you realize a lot of it is excuses. And so what this program taught me is like to focus on myself and make that time. And the resources I got from this program are like with me for life. Like the things, the formulas, the motivational videos that were taught are for life. It just changes your mentality, and it's very realistic. So it's not like out of reach goal, like, oh, it's only for people who want to have six packs or anything. It's very reachable goals and reachable timelines. So like it's not like, oh, you have to do these extreme diets or anything. It's actual your normal food you eat, but great what do you call meal plans that you enjoy. Eliza will substitute anything, so that's awesome too. So like I was incorporating my own meal plan, so I kind of learned how to make healthy meal plans with those other meal plans because I like more spicy food, so I'd add this and that. So you actually learn a lot about food. So you learn not only about exercise, your body, your mindset, you learn a lot about food recipes. It was awesome. It's life changing, and I'm glad I joined. I was on the fence too. I was like, oh, I don't know if I could do it. You know, that motivated. Like, I think I'm stuck with this, but I'm so glad, like 150% glad that I did it because you know what? I don't think I would be where I am today without this program.
Aw. Well, I'm so glad that you are here and you're here to share your story. So if you guys are feeling the same way that Roman did when she first started, go ahead and type me in the comments below and I'll reach out to you and we can talk more about if you would be a good fit for the program and maybe just any questions that you have. But Roman, I just want to thank you for coming on here today and I can't wait to hear more about your journey.
Thank you so much. I'll keep you updated with how's everything going. But yeah, thank you. You literally changed my life. Like my sciatica nerve never came back, by the
Oh
way,
my
since I
gosh.
started. I know. Otherwise, I couldn't even walk. My back was hurting so bad too. So just want to say you changed my life. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Well, you have a good night,
Okay.
okay? Bye now.
Bye. Take care. Bye. Bye.
See you.